Hi, how's it going? My name is Joseph Swani, the Dreamscape Foundation. So the Dreamscape Foundation started when I lost my eyesight when I was 16. So from 16 to 18, I had a walking cane. I had a lot of issues in high school, primarily with some of the teachers and the staff there. I basically needed help and I needed accommodations. I needed the support and I had no background or community or guidance. So coming out of high school, I wanted to form a community of people to really help the disabled community. So ultimately this evolved into Dreamscape Foundation. I wanted to help the blind community. I wanted to help the sensory impaired community. And by doing so, it's kind of formed out what I want to do for my career, and it's formed out how I want to leave an impact. So that's who I am, that's what I'm about, and that's why I started Dreamscape Foundation. Today, my eyes are a lot better than when I was 16. In a lot of the older Dreamscape Foundation videos and clips of me, you see me with these black glasses and walking cane, and that's where I was. When I was 16, I had the cane. I was walking with my walking cane, my stick, and I just wasn't able to see it as well. My eyes were very, very sensitive to light, and I had nothing more so in the center of my eye. Still had my peripheral, but the center of the eye was more blacked out, was more blurred. And it's very rare for someone who has LHON to get to that point, but it happened with me, and I did need the guidance, I did need that assistance to really show that the cane did help me in many ways, because it allowed me to be more independent. It allowed me to show other people that I could be independent amongst myself. I didn't need dependability. I had an extension of myself in the form of the cane. 18, 19, my eyes did start to get a lot better to where I am today. I'm 23, turning 24 very soon over here, and they cleared up. The middle cleared up a lot for me to be able to see. I no longer have a cane. I no longer need to wear these big black glasses, but that hasn't changed what I want to do for the nonprofit. That hasn't changed what I want to do for the mission. I am lucky. I am lucky that it changed for me. It's not something that changes for other people. So I'm so passionate about it, and I still want to help. One of the things I wanted to focus on with the nonprofit, and granted it really changed and changed and changed and grew from how I wanted to evolve the charity, was the mission of accessibility. Initially I started the charity and I wanted it to make it about helping everyone with disabilities. And I quickly learned that that's a very hard, broad mission to accomplish, right? Everybody has their own niche. Every charity conquers their own playing field. And I couldn't come in saying I wanted to help everybody. I wanted to give myself an identity. When I was in school and when I was transitioning from high school into college with this new founded disability I had, I would really say that accessibility did help me as a person, because I was able to take the challenges I was having, reading, completing work, working on the computer, using my phone, the things that we do every day to be productive, to be successful in our school, in our work environment, in our personal lives, and bring it back and make it successful. So that is why I chose accessibility. I think accessibility is a pathway to be independent for somebody. It's Halloween coming up, and I love the spirit of Halloween, and I am really fond of slasher movies, horror movies. My favorite all-time horror movie is Friday the 13th. I love Jason. I love any big BA-rated horror movie. Horror movies are great. Halloween with Michael Myers is another my favorite one. Evil Dead. I love Saw. All these movies are great. I usually joke around with all my family and our friends. I make them watch all these crazy horror movies because that's what I love. If I was in a horror movie, I would definitely survive it. And Friday the 13th is my favorite. Dreamscape Foundation right now hosts all its fundraisers on its website. Initially, we were reaching out to websites all over. We were hosted on GoFundMe. We were hosted on Kickstarter. We were hosted on Indiegogo because we were really just trying to find the best platform for us. And I want to say that all of those platforms, they're good to get a start, but eventually you do need your own hosted platform because they're taking the control away from you. So us at Dreamscape Foundation, we've started forming our own campaigns, our own fundraisers that you can host right on the website. We host our own campaigns that we do. So we have Giving Tuesday campaigns. We have our own general accessibility campaign. People who come into the nonprofit as well often like to help and ask how they can make campaigns for themselves with a disability or for somebody else. So for instance, we just started working with the Johnson brothers, and they're trying to raise money for E-Sight glasses. These glasses that actually help someone who have a visual impairment see. So that's something that they do and want to help with, as well as we also have people who reach out. Right now, I am hopefully working with a lady from a YMCA chapter in Montana, and the chapter wants to work with a girl who has a disability and wants to train and wants to work out and wants to be stronger, and she's connecting with me to host a campaign. So we host all of our own campaigns. If you would like to host a campaign for yourself for a disability, if you'd like to host a campaign for someone else that you know, or in generally just support the nonprofit, you can go to the Dreamscape Foundation website on the top right and go to the campaign and start fundraising.
Happy Halloween from Dreamscape Foundation. To support our cause, please visit dreamscapefoundation.org.